It's national meets regional. It's Sidewalks Entertainment. The long-running celebrity, music, and art series. Join us for a new path to arts and entertainment.
As per our new zero tolerance policy, effective immediately, you are suspended from all extracurricular activities.
What? That's total
And
bull.
any infraction of any school rules could result in expulsion and homeschooling until June.
Miss Sykes, it's Maddie's senior year. All the assistant coaches from the colleges he wants to get into can finally come see him, so...
Mr. Prylick, I'm aware of
Kyle,
Matthew's...
please. Swimming's Maddie's whole life. Don't let one stupid
reject wreck my whole career.
Matthew, I'll reduce your suspension to a 1-month period if you...
1 month? Are you out of... What do I have to do?
People look up to you. Stop all the bullying immediately. If you become an anti-bullying role model within 30 days, I will restore all your extracurricular activities.
You mean like doing what?
I mean, like, for the next month, go out of your way to be kind to the kids who were bullied at this school, starting with Tommy Dolan.
Our guests today are rising young actors of both television and film. They co-star together in an anti-bullying film called Contest. And we are very pleased to welcome Katherine McNamara and Kenton to Sidewalks.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
It's so great to have you with us today. We so appreciate your time.
No problem. It's our pleasure.
There have been some really high-profile cases of children and young people actually taking their own life because of being bullied in school, being bullied online. Have you guys ever been experienced bullying yourself? Have you been bullied or witnessed someone else being bullied?
I actually have quite a bit. I've been bullied a lot in my life. I even had my face smashed into a water fountain once. So it's, and I've seen friends be bullied all throughout school and even today. So it's definitely a topic that needs to be discussed and a story that needs to be told.
I was really short when I was little and I have food allergies, so you can imagine.
I can imagine. So why do you think, just from like, you know, a young person's point of view, why do you think kids do this? What is the motivator for them?
Well, as I was playing the bullying contest, sort of an idea came to mind about that. I think one of the main things is they feel they have no power or control in their lives, either at home or in any of the other aspects that go with life. Mm-hmm. And so when they're in school, they want to feel like they have a little bit of control, and if that's controlling somebody else's and having a little bit over control of themselves, they'll take it.
And sometimes kids don't even realize that
Right.
they're being a bully, and that the behavior they're exhibiting is hurting other people. That's another reason why this story is so important.
Right, right.
I fly solo. Trust me, I am not a team player. I am not an athlete. I don't even know how to swim, which is just one of the sources of ridicule I've gotten since freshman year, and the one that the Golden Boys of St. Raymond's swimming team are enjoying today. That's Matt Prylick, our school's best swimmer and my worst nightmare. And that's me, Tommy Dolan, the one supplying all their laughs. My dad tried to teach me to swim once, with the same warmth that's going on here, but that didn't work out so well either. Welcome back to a new school year. Now, if anyone had told me in this moment that in less than a month I would develop the most unlikely friendship, I would have said they swallowed way too much water.
Well, let's talk about the film Contest. Tell me a little bit about the story and the characters that each of you play.
Okay, so I play Matt Prylick, and he is the high school jock, star of the swim team, you know, top of the food chain at the high school at St. Raymond's, and he is also a bully, and his favorite victim is Tommy, who is played by Daniel Flaherty, who I think is that guy right there.
I'll let you point to the poster.
Yeah, that one. But something happens in the storyline where he is forced to befriend Tommy, and then he sort of ends up realizing maybe he's not the person he's always thought he was.
And I play Sarah, who's a student blogger at the school, and she's the new girl in town, so she has a bit more of an objective point of view and can see past some of the games that some of the characters play throughout the story. And
Hey.
I'm not saying anything.
Bloggers, you can't trust them.
But I try to warn Danny's character, Tommy, that Matt may not be who he says he is. So we'll just see if he takes my advice, and if I'm right or wrong. You'll have to watch and see.
She's wrong.
Actually, I took on 50 guys at school that wanted to ask you out, so...
Uh-huh. Miss Sykes said that you and Matt Prylick are working together on the school's anti-bullying campaign. You two make a curious team.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I hear you two have quite a history. But it could make an interesting article. How about I interview you two together for the school blog?
How about you do it at my place tomorrow night? Me and Grant are having Matt over.
How about I do it next Monday between classes? I don't get a good vibe from your buddy, and I would prefer to keep my time with him short.
Kenton, was it hard to play kind of the bad guy, like actually executing sort of these behaviors out as this character? Did you personally find it a challenge to do that?
It was actually
was it
kind
just
of
a
fun
job?
because he's completely the opposite of who I am. I think the challenge will be more for the audience, because those who don't know me will probably, I mean, people who've seen me on Shake It Up think I'm a bully from that. So to see me in this real life bullying style, where it's a lot grittier, I would say, because Shake It Up's a lot more lighthearted, and this one is very much more physical and emotional and mental, and it really gets at you. And I think that the challenge will be to see if they can see the messages we're trying to put out, where, I mean, I work with bullying organizations all the time to try and stop it, because I see it more as an epidemic than just a problem.
It truly is. I mean, so often nowadays we prepare kids to be bullied because it's just so common, and it seems to happen to almost everyone. Well, why not, instead of preparing them to be bullied, why don't we just use that energy and those resources to prevent bullying in the first place?
Right. Well, what can parents and kids do if they're in a situation where that's happening? Is there is there a website that people can go to, or, you know, what can they do to try to improve a situation?
Well, actually, Cartoon Network has a great campaign and a great platform for those resources, and that's stopbullying.speakup.com. They have resources for parents, resources for educators, and resources for kids. The reason that they actually started this campaign is they talked to kids about their concerns in the world and what they were concerned about, and then they also asked them what were their concerns that they thought they had the power to do something about if they had the resources. And bullying rose to the top of the list when they asked that question. So contest has found a really great home with Cartoon Network, and our goals are the same, and we're just trying to start that discussion one house at a time.
Well, before we go today, you guys, you know, both of you were very young when you got started sort of in the business. Did you feel like you had a childhood? Did you feel like you got to do all the things that everybody else did as a kid, or did acting sort of just take over your lives?
No, I mean, I definitely feel like I had a childhood. I didn't start acting till I was 12, and then I grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, so I definitely played softball and went to dance and went to Girl Scout camp and did all that, so I definitely had a childhood.
I mean, I didn't go to Girl Scout camp, but...
Really? You didn't?
No, I wanted to.
If you were smart,
really
you
bad.
would have. Lots of
But,
girls there.
Yeah, I really feel like I had a childhood, and I think, and this whole whirlwind of a career I feel really actually brought my family even closer together than we would have been.
Yeah.
Because when I am home with my sisters, we don't argue. We just, you know, love on each other, and I think that's really nice because we really do appreciate each other's presence in the house. It's not, leave me alone, you know. It's more, hey, let's, you know, do blah 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 blah. And so, I really enjoy it, and I'm really excited because they're turning into beautiful young girls in front of my eyes.
Well, I appreciate you guys being with us today so much. It was such a pleasure to get to know you today. I wish you all the best.
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.